Hey everyone, welcome to Marketing Monday. In case this is your first time to view Marketing Monday, my name is Helene Kwong and I am the CEO and founder of Hashtagitude, a digital marketing agency based in downtown Denver. So, this week's theme is about influencer marketing, and on today's segment we're going to be talking about, what exactly is the big deal about influencer marketing? You may have heard this term being thrown around in recent years. I would say the term has only really been around for about 4 years, but it's not a new concept. So, with the decline of how traditional media has become, traditional media meaning like TV, radio, print, and the rise of social media and other internet entertainment, these forms of marketing have basically shaped a lot of recent marketing tactics. In an attempt to be more efficient and reach customers in an age of social media and internet, brands have had to innovate. So instead of being obvious with celebrity endorsements, a lot of influencer marketing has now been more focused towards these internet celebrities. So first, let's talk about what exactly influencer marketing is. It's a subset of digital marketing. And, according to dictionary.com, to define both terms, first, influence is the capacity or power of persons or things to be a compelling force on or produce effects on the actions, behavior, opinions, etc. of others. Marketing itself is defined as activities involved in the transfer of goods from the producer or seller to the consumer or buyer, including advertising, shipping, storing, and selling. So maybe it sounds really flat, boring, both definitions don't seem to mash, but when you mash them together, basically you get influencer marketing. So combining these two concepts, as I said earlier, is not a new thing. Notable figures and brands have collaborated all throughout history, and remember the Got Milk commercials or Milk Mustache commercials from the 90s. Of course, this is probably dating myself. Those, of course, had a lot of celebrity endorsements and celebrities in general just going about being like, oh, look, we have milk mustaches, we drink milk. Milk does a body good. So that is more or less a form of influencer marketing in the traditional sense. Things aren't exactly the same these days because, pointing out a paid spokesperson is not as easy as it used to be. Someone with 500,000 followers on Instagram could suddenly advertise a product under the guise of a routine and unpaid posting these days. Although, of course, the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC, have been cracking down on a lot of these unendorsed posts on social media. So with influencer marketing, brands partner with social and internet personalities to increase the reach and credibility of that with their targeted audience. So social media has definitely made the playing field a lot more level. The barriers to entry aren't as menacing as they used to be. And today, anyone really is a click away from creating a personal brand and acquiring massive public appeal. So just the average Joe or Jane can just become an influencer overnight. Although, I would say it still takes some time to gain that following. Of course, if you follow the ethical ways of gaining following. So some examples of influencers in the space. Each influencer is a little different and has their own approaches to how they advertise a brand. But most famous example, I should say, for current trends are the Kardashians. So, of course, Kim has about 101 million Instagram followers, 53.8 million Twitter followers. Her sister Khloe has about 68.3 million Instagram followers, 24 million Twitter followers, and then Kendall has about 82 million Instagram followers and 22.6 million Twitter followers. Of course, I'm not including all the numbers for all the Kardashians, but you get the point. They have a huge following. They can regularly be seen on Instagram promoting various brands to their fans. So whether they're being paid, or I would say most of them are being paid by the brands that they're endorsing. They're promoting those brands throughout their personal posts. But, of course, an overflux of promotions and advertisements is not the only way to go. followers don't want to be seeing like branded posts all the time. So, constantly promoting a brand through an influencer can harm both the brand and the influencer's brands. So finding the right balance. Selena Gomez currently, according to Damari Analytics, is she's currently worth about $550,000 per social media post. So, Selena Gomez, she does a pretty good balancing act between her personal brand, her audience, and her endorsements. She's being pretty smart with how she goes about it, and she's aware that oversaturating her social feeds with sponsored content could negatively impact the relationship she has with her audience, and of course, negatively impact the business that she's working with. So how does influencer marketing work? So digitalnewsreport.org reports that 47% of internet users use some form of ad block software or extension. Ad blocking basically prevents advertisements from being seen while someone is surfing the internet. Of course, this is very problematic for ad agencies and companies because if consumers are not willing to hear from businesses, maybe they would be open to hearing from people that they follow. So that is more or less how influencer marketing has become so much more popular. So since users choose to follow these influencers, the content influencers promote will not be censored but further amplified. We believe that even though, yes, there's a lot more strict guidelines through the FTC of disclosing your endorsements or being paid for endorsing a certain brand, we believe that that influencer marketing will only further increase as consumers become more tech savvy and become more agitated with how businesses are retargeting their ads to be served to them. So businesses have found a way around the whole ad blocking software by using influencer marketing. Now on this week's blog post, which will be out on Wednesday, we'll be talking about the climate of influencer marketing, how to increase your brand's own influence, and of course some ethical concerns within the industry, as I've already foreshadowed or hinted at in this broadcast. So was this informative? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, if you have any questions about influencer marketing that I didn't cover on today's segment, feel free to leave a question in the comments below. And we'll also leave our email address down below if you want to just email us directly. Also, upcoming events. So we are partners with Women of Denver's quarterly networking party, which is coming up on Saturday, July 8th. We will have a booth there, so I'll drop the link below of the early bird price. You get to claim the early bird rate until June 30th, which is this Friday. It'll be great. The mayor of Denver will be there, Mayor Hancock, and it'll be a great time. It's not just networking. There's also some mini workshops that you'll be partaking in with other professional women here in Denver, and it'll just be a great time. Food, drinks, other vendors will be there as well, but yes, #Etude is a partner with Women of Denver, and we will be there. Also, our next Caffeine and Conversation is coming up on the first Friday of July. So from July onward, we'll be having our Caffeine and Conversation events on the first Fridays versus second Fridays. It'll be from 8 to 9:30 a.m., free as usual. I will not be attending this Caffeine and Conversation because I will actually be away, but our team member William will be hosting the Caffeine and Conversation, and he'll have a theme for everyone this time. So be sure to RSVP. I'll drop the link below for the Facebook event, and of course, if you RSVP, please do show up because no shows are, that's a little tough for us when we make all the coffee and tea for everyone. So hope you enjoyed today's segment, and of course, if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to drop a comment below, send a direct message through the Facebook page, or send us an email. And enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back next Monday.